Hello everyone, I'm Caroline Marcos for the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra, and I am standing here today with Mr. James Gaffigan, who is our guest conductor for the week. Welcome to Vancouver.
Thank you very much, it's good to be here.
Now you're on a 3-week trip here in Vancouver, then Portland, and then LA Phil.
Right.
So you're warming up.
Warming up, I wouldn't call it warming up. Yeah.
You've got quite an extensive couple weeks of programs, but here you are starting off with quite a big piece, the Shostakovich Leningrad Symphony.
Yeah.
So one thing that I find really interesting about this piece is that I don't know if there's any others besides Messiaen's Quartet for the End of Time, which actually was played by people that were most harshly affected by war. Could you elaborate a little bit on this crazy premiere that it had?
Yeah, I mean, well, I could only imagine, I cannot imagine actually, the pain that these people were feeling in the war, and it's what's most extraordinary to me is that Shostakovich wrote it right before this all happened. Mm-hmm. And this was more of a kind of the aggression towards the people from Stalin.
It's amazing the kind of music that comes out of these incredibly harsh circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the most incredible art comes from pain, and comes from suffering, and comes from heartbreak and all of these things. And I wouldn't recommend anyone to go experience all these things, but I find that the most incredible musicians have experienced some sort of pain or confusion in their lives, and that's what translates to us as an audience, as a performer.
Yeah.
Shostakovich is brilliant at playing with the comfort level of the audience, with playing with the listeners' emotions. For example, when this people tend to call it the invasion theme, these variations that come over and over again in the first movement. People kind of laugh and kind of look at their friends in the audience and say, "This is cute, you know, this is cute." It's like Bolero. It's like Shostakovich's version of Bolero, with this little wartime song, but it gets nastier and nastier and more terrifying as it goes on. As the variations progress, it gets almost overwhelming. It gets so loud, and the forces of brass that Shostakovich uses are double of what we're used to. It's a lot of music, but it's a lot of brilliant music.